For over 100 years, many San Diegans, mainly single-family homeowners, have enjoyed free trash pickup thanks to what is known as the People's Ordinance. But now, after a city council vote, the people will decide if this will continue.
And with that, the item passes 7-2 with Councilmember Von Wilpert and Councilmember Kate voting no.
Today, the city council voted to put it on the November ballot.
We have a 100-year-old rule on the books that is not built for modern day society, and we're all worse off for it. It has a huge impact on our general fund. We're not able to provide the level of service that we want. And we've got people who are free riding.
Council President Shanilo Rivera was a yes vote and was among a group of community organizers who gathered this morning to show support for amending the ordinance. He says this is not a repeal and the city will not profit from the services.
Voters will know exactly what we're asking from them. And that is simply to provide the city the flexibility by recovering costs to provide a better level of service and to do it in a way that's fiscally responsible.
Public comment was mostly in support of reform. Kim Knox, president of the League of Women Voters, said she's not the only one that thinks this ordinance is unfair.
Owners of condos and homes on private streets, as well as apartment dwellers, aren't eligible for city-provided trash service and must hire a private hauler. The grand jury recommended multiple times that the so-called People's Ordinance be amended so this inequity is corrected.
Rodney Fowler Sr. is a retired environmental services worker. He voiced his concerns shared by many of those opposed to reform.
Affluent communities have always had the opportunity and ability to advocate for themselves. Under the current proposal, working class and marginal communities will be made to bear the cost of being poor.
Elo Rivera said seniors and low-income families would not be overlooked in the amendment. And he notes trash collection isn't really free. It's currently paid for out of the city's general fund. He says if voters reject the reform proposal in November, some tough choices will have to be made.
Our general fund will continue to take the hit, and it takes the hit in the range of about $50 million per year. And that's $50 million that won't otherwise be able to be spent on parks, libraries, firefighters, lifeguards.
Elo Rivera says if the measure passes, it will still take a lot of community forums and studies for the city to establish what services will be offered and what they will cost. Kitty Alvarado, KPBS News.